Hey guys, as always, thanks for stopping by the old Applebee's. Well, this is kind of the new Applebee's. Call it what you want. Glad you are here. All right, there's a lot going on right now. I'm going to get you up to date on several things. I'm going to send you over to Jared's channel to let him talk to you about some stuff. There's a lot here. And then by the end, two things. You're going to know what's going on. But at the end, I'm going to share with you some pretty good news, but I also want to come up a little bit higher at the very end and kind of do a 30,000 foot view and just get some stuff onto your radar. And I really want to challenge how you're thinking. So I think today's going to be pretty quick, but I also think it's important on how we are seeing what's going on right now. So buckle up, here we go. Hey, today's episode is brought to you by my friends over at Blackout Coffee. Friends of mine and makers of some rockin' blends. They love freedom and it is some good stuff. Pick out your new favorite flavor when you head over to blackoutcoffee.com. Link is below, and there's a coupon code down there for you as well, too. Each of y'all, thank you for every thumbs up. Y'all crush it all the time. Thank you. Usually on Mondays, I do Hard Truth Mondays, but I want to get these on, again, I'll set it like 13 times onto your radar. I think it's time to get this done so we can do Hard Truth another day. All right, several things here, and this one just broke. So up first, it's a new bill that is headed in. It's not even on the main.gov website yet. It's HR 4953, and it's part of the overall child sniffers plan to make the #1 sporting you-know-what in America, make it as illegal as possible. And the idea is to move any modern sporting one or anything that is semi-auto and has a detachable mag, to move that to the NFA. The bill is sponsored by Ted Deutsch from Florida. I think I'm saying that right. I actually looked it up how to pronounce Ted Deutsch. Florida's 22nd Congressional District moron. And the bill has 8 total co-sponsors, which I'll put up right here as well. So, no surprise in some of that cast of characters on there. So this one's nasty. It's an overall bill that is just now hitting, and maybe by the time y'all see this on Monday night, there'll be more information, but it's very nebulous right now what we know about it. But that want to at least get you thinking on that one. That's bad, y'all, and that's going to be on the national level. So this is not some random state doing this. This is not Florida doing this. This is Congress. It's a congressional bill. 4953. Next. Now, I said this last week, but here's the deal. Mexico is suing the United States for $10 billion, which is nonsense in itself, but it was Thursday night. My son and I went to see Suicide Squad, and so I didn't get the video posted till nearly midnight, and so nobody saw it. So I'll have a link in one of the corners here if you haven't seen that video. But the idea is this, that Mexico is suing the United States manufacturers, several manufacturers, for $10 billion. Now, Jared, my buddy Jared, he took it a step further, and I don't want to steal his thunder, but I'll have a link to his video. You can jump over there and watch it. It's short. It's worth watching. But he takes it a step further, and I think he makes a really logical jump, a very logical jump. Next, I want to say this. Well, let me get to the Hawaii thing, and then I'll say it. Hawaii, good news coming out of Hawaii. Now, some of y'all don't know this, but Hawaii has some of the most restrictive laws that there are of any state. Like, they're ridiculous. Specifically one in Oahu, that has been challenged. And as of today, the judge that's in that case in Oahu is going to, he has plans and he has announced that he's going to be striking down their current permit laws. Now, here's their permit laws, and it's awful. This is what those people do, is the left does, the progressives do. They make things so restrictive that people can't exercise their rights. Oh, you can, get a permit. Well, the idea is this: you can only get a permit at the Oahu police station. You can only do it between the hours of 7:30 and 3 p.m. on work days when people are, and you got to do it in person. So it's a long way. During the middle of a work day, you've got to go down there, and it excludes holidays, and it is hours of driving for some people depending on where you live. And it gets worse. You have to go back within 14 days. So 2 trips during the day, during the work day, hours of driving for people, and people just can't get off work. So this judge has announced that he's striking down that law because of this case, and he is giving Oahu and giving Hawaii a chance to appeal it, and they can appeal up to the Ninth Circus Court if they want to. They probably will, but it's a step in the right direction. Now, I want to do this, and I want to go a step higher and look at the overall situation. I've told y'all this before, but I want to get it through your mind again. They are not giving up. They are not just going to try to do the child sniffers plan. They are not going to try to do this plan. It is as many attacks from as many directions as possible. They will attack the ammo. They will attack the actual source materials, copper and powder and those sort of things. And they will make things as restrictive as possible. The ones in California that Kamala actually tried to push through when she was in California is to make every single individual freedom seed to have an individual stamp on it that is unique to that Rudy Tooty. The technology doesn't exist, so they're trying to push that legislation through that is so far in advance that nobody can manufacture anything that meets that criteria. That's another route. Another route is the cost. Another route is moving things like this to the NFA. And they are not coming from one single area. And that's what I wanted to get onto your radar. I think the big one right now is this idea of suing manufacturers. The door is open with the Remington situation and what went on up in the Northeast. We covered that last week as well. That Remington situation is not good. And a bunch of people in the comments were like, it's all Remington's fault. Remington's a defunct company. Like, they're done. The name has been sold, and one company bought Remington, the ammo, but another company has bought the name to be able to keep making the arms. So, but it's a defunct company, and it's not their fault. There's a lot that goes into it. It's not just, well, it's all Remington's fault. It's not that easy. My point is this. Follow that money. They are going to hit as hard as they can in all these different areas. But I think the idea of suing manufacturers is going to gain some traction. And I think it's why, and this is not a fundraiser, not at all. Please don't hear that. But it's why I think we need to stay up and keep our membership solid. And if you can, donate to the FPC, because they will be fighting this stuff. And the GOA as well. That's a good 1-2 punch. I'm a member of both, absolutely, and our Patreon here. We've been donating lately mostly to the FPC. We have donated this year to the GOA as well, but mostly we're doing Patreon dollars towards the FPC. It's a lot. That's a 30,000 foot view, but I think that is worth it, at least to challenge how we are thinking. Yep, I won't even say it. You know what I'm thinking. Yep. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.